UIKit. So the what is basically a UI kit? A UI kit, it's the guide that we want to have, and basically it's the show us the all the guidelines that the design and the front end team should use when creating something. Okay, show all the available components that exists, all the types of buttons. Okay, and basically dictates the styles and the rules that should be used. All right, and on top of all this, have a good UI kit is the same as saying that we are promoting the high fidelity. Okay, and that is something that's a very important concept here to retain. It's the high fidelity, and the UI kit has the capability of doing that. So it's important because helps the design, keeps the focus, improves to improves the consistency and promotes consistency, and it's basically lets us see, as I'm saying here, the big picture of the design. We can see everything that is designed, and by promoting consistency, we are also promoting the scalability of the design. Okay, if I want to add something new to the design, if I go to the UI kit and look at what's already there, it's easy for me to get to new components that is consistency with what's already developed. Okay, so to build a strong UI kit, basically what you will need to have is all the screens from OutSystems and from all the screens that were designed in the wireframing phase should be there in the UI kit. Also, all the components, again, from the OutSystems UI framework and the custom components that are specifically designed to extend the OutSystems UI capabilities. We also need to have in our UI kit a complete list of all the styles that already exist in OutSystems UI. On top of all the styles, all the classes, the utility classes and the iconography that the front-end developers and the back-end developers can use. And something that is usually forgot is to add the layouts to UIKit. Okay, so I want to talk about 3 of these must-haves. The components, okay, and it's important to have all the components documented in the UIKit. And what I typically see is that the UI designers forget to show all the states. For instance, from a button, usually they say, okay, the button have 2 colors, but well, that's not entirely true, because a button in HTML have a lot of states. Let's say the button can have, let's say, 5 states. Okay, the over, the active, the pressed. So all those states must be represented, not obviously not just for buttons, but links and components. Okay, all the states should be represented in the UI kit. And on top of that, the variations of the components, if the responsive side of our application is important, we need to have all the responsive behaviors represented. So this is the first thing I want to talk to you about is don't forget to represent everything that is associated with the components. Okay. About the styles, again, the typography should be there, colors, all the spacing rules and measures. And again, don't typically the responsive is something that we sometimes don't talk about when designing things, or when we are talking to a client. They usually don't talk about responsive, okay? Because luckily responsive is something that is already set in our minds. The client assumes that when we delivered something for the web, it's already responsive. The responsive is already there. I don't need to ask for someone to develop the responsive, okay? So because we usually don't talk about it, it's forgot. It remains forgotten, okay? So again, apply the rules for spacing, not just for the web, but also for mobile, like phone or tablets, okay? Typography, text styles, everything. So, and about layouts is basically the same, okay? It's very important to the layouts be represented in a UI kit, okay? Because I can assure you, probably when we delivered something to a client, when we deliver the theme and patterns to a client, the layouts, it's usually what takes us the most. It's the most consuming thing to do when we deliver a theme to the component. Okay, and don't forget that a single layout could be used throughout the entire application. Okay, so it takes us a lot of time to create a layout. And if we are creating a layout based on a bad UI kit, we will not be aware to what the layout must have. Okay, so represent all the states to the layout, show the layout in different behaviors regarding the responsive, okay, for different screen sizes and all of that. Okay,